Hello, I'm Michael with WriterSanctuary, and it's time for the weekly vlog. So this last week, I greatly surpassed the number of words I was going to write. I did just over 12,000, and I'm on track to do even more this week. And to be honest, it feels good to get back into the swing of things. That's like more than double what I've been doing normally. And it feels good to write again. And I'm also trying a few new ideas for content marketing for my client and myself. And I feel real good about where it's heading. I just don't know if it's something that I'm going to wind up doing all the time. But if it pans out alright, I'll go ahead and do a video about it. And if I can keep focused on my daily schedule, everything else will fall into place pretty easily. And that's really the problem of everything lately. While I did face quite a bit of depression in February, it felt like I was in quite a haze since then. I really only cared about what my client needed and kind of just ignored my own. I've even been half-assing the YouTube videos, which I sincerely apologize for. I don't know what gets into my head, I just have a hard time kicking it into gear most of the time. Well, until recently anyway. It's upsetting to know that I could have been so much further along if I would have been able to stay the course. But pouting about it isn't going to change the past or the future. I just need to learn from the experience and move on. So what did I learn from recent events? That I need to force myself to get back into the game. Now once I get started on a project, I maintain it fairly well. The problem is I just need to freaking start. So I did some work on 7 this past weekend, and I didn't really write a lot of content for it, but I did hammer out a lot of the details. This is for the specifics of the final chapter that I'm working on, and then everything just hit me like a lightning bolt. Now I know exactly how I want to wrap it all together. And that just goes to show that I get far more done if I put in the effort to do so. Now I'm not going to go into too many details about the plot, but it is kind of cool how I wrap it all together, at least from my perspective. I don't know if everybody else is going to appreciate it, but I know I do. Now there's just one more important facet of the final chapter that I got to try to hammer out this week, but I'm fairly confident, stuttering my words, that I'll be able to put it all together. And after going over some of the past stories I've been working on in 7, I'm definitely going to go back and spruce it up. This is especially true since I started it back in 2016, and I've grown a lot since then. So I'm not sure if I'm really going to do anything to the gluttony chapter, only because it's my favorite. I like it quite a bit as it is, but I don't know, we'll see. Have you ever read anything on Wattpad? And if so, what did you read? Leave it in the comments down below. I'd love to check it out. But if you're curious about 7 and what I'm writing on Wattpad, I'll leave the link in the description below. I wasn't able to get into a lot of the things I wanted to work on last week. Between my clients and the other things I had going on, I really didn't have time to go into it or even create the videos, which really doesn't help trying to build a YouTube channel. However, I did set aside some time this week so that I'm able to go through some of the things I wanted to do videos on. For example, one thing I wanted to start going over was other content mills aside from TextBroker that you can make money writing on, especially the ones that I've used in the past personally. I also wanted to take a look at some of the other paying systems like Steemit and Vocal.media. Hopefully I don't have any client emergencies and I'm able to put a little bit of time into researching these things for you. But like everything else I do in my life, my clients take priority. After all, they're the ones that pay my bills. Because in reality, there's a lot of different ways that a freelance writer can make money on the internet. My problem is I like to go through and find the ones that actually pay before I give you my opinion about them. I don't like creating videos or writing blog posts about something I've never used before. That's one thing to point at a company like freelancer.com and say, oh, this is a good place to do it. But I can't really do that because I've never been paid from freelancer.com. I have an account there, and I've tried a few jobs there, but I've never actually completed a task, which is why I haven't done a review on it. I need cash in hand before I feel comfortable letting you know that it's a legitimate system. Because if it's not legitimate, I'm not going to do a video or a review on it, unless it's to point out that it's not legitimate. And since I spend a lot of time with my private clients and my clients on TextBroker, I really don't have a lot of time some days to really dive into what I want to do. But like I said, I did set some time this week, so hopefully I'll be able to do it. We'll see. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Now this last week I've been doing great in terms of productivity for my blogs and my clients. I truly think that doing these weekly vlogs has helped out tremendously. Not only do I want to prove to viewers that I am exceptional at what I do, but it also seems like I talk myself into doing a lot more during the week. And although the vlogs don't generate nearly as much traffic as some of the other videos that I make, I still enjoy making them. So I guess they're quite therapeutic for me, and I think I've said that before in the past. Ever since I started creating them, I've found that I am far more productive throughout that entire week. It helps me keep my focus throughout the day. In fact, I can go back to some of the past weeks and you can see exactly when I started making these weekly vlogs compared to the weeks before. My productivity is like doubled. For one thing, if I double my productivity, I make more money. Secondly, it gives my blogs a chance to flourish. So for me, these weekly vlogs help me stay the course and keep focused on my work throughout the week. What kind of things motivate you throughout the day? Let's leave them in the comments. So what are my writing goals for this week? Well, since I was able to surpass 10,000 fairly easily, I'm shooting for 15,000 this week. I'm fairly confident I can do that. That's only 3,000 words a day. Shit, back in the day I used to do 3,000 words before lunch. Second, I'm going to continue development on 7 since I'm so close to completing it. I really like how I outlined the final chapter, and I hope you do too. That's if you're interested in reading it. But I almost forgot how much I love being creative. Now don't get me wrong, I love creating content for clients, and I love helping people like yourself on my blog. But there's just something else when you can sit down and let your imagination create a world for you, you know? It's almost like living out another life that you could never have otherwise. The third thing I'm going to do is do some more research for the videos that I create. I want this channel to be more than it is, and I don't want to regurgitate everything else all the other people are saying. I would like to do more with these videos, and if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments down below. I've already taken a couple that people have listed, so you never know, you might help me inspire to create videos. That being said, I want to go a little bit further into freelance writing and writing in general. The fourth thing I want to do this week is continue cleaning up WriterSanctuary.com, and it's still quite a mess. I've been playing with a few themes to make it seem a little bit faster and to look better, but it's just I can't find anything that really fits what I'm trying to do with it. Still, the search continues. Plus, I want to straighten up the categories and the pages a bit because it's kind of a mess back and forth all over the place, so it's still a work in progress. It's going to take me a while. For example, I really need to set up a contact form. I keep getting offers from marketers and other people who want to contact me directly on the blog submission form that I've got on my site. That's not really what this form is used for. So for other people like that to contact me, I'm going to set up a contact page, at least get that done this week. So what are your writer goals for the week? Leave in the comments down below. I'm feeling pretty good about this week. I think everything's starting to fit into place. I feel more productive, I'm getting the ball rolling, I got more words coming out. And even though the beginning of the year was quite lackluster for me, I still think 2019 is going to be banner year. I got my work cut out for me since 2015 was my banner year. That's when I did a lot of words. But anyway, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you want to see more of these, hit the subscribe button and make sure you turn on the notification bell. I think that's going to do it for me today. I'll see you tomorrow.